Hello, it's Ruby. So today I'm going to be showing you all of the preparation for university that I did over a couple of days. These were my last few days really at home, excluding the weekend. So this particular morning when I tried to make my breakfast, I just burnt my toast and that was the last piece we had in, so I had to have cereal with water because we didn't have any almond milk. And actually it wasn't as bad as it sounds and looks. And then of course I made myself some tea. Excuse the very messy hair at the moment, I've just had a shower. You see, we went swimming in a lake yesterday and after sleeping I woke up and I thought, actually that's disgusting, I need to wash my hair. Today I'm going to be focusing on getting stuff done ready for university. This is my university to-do list. No doubt I will be adding to this over the course of today. Basically just split into study, homework, admin and packing. I am going to be trying to cross off as many of these things today as I can. Okay, I've been keeping all of my university stuff up here, all my stationery. So the first thing I was doing here was preparing for organisation for each of my modules. So I decided to use one zip file per module and then buy one notebook and put everything for that module, so all of the lecture notes and flashcards in this particular folder, so it's so easy to keep track of and it doesn't take up that much room when I bring things in my bag for lectures. Last year I used a folder and it just really didn't work very well because I ended up typing up all of my notes anyway. So I'm doing 4 modules in my first term. I've got Historical Jesus, where I've got this nice composition notebook. Then I've got Philosophy of Mind, Philosophy of Language, and Philosophy of Psychiatry. Calligraphy titles on the notebooks. And I'm going to be using these folders. These are the things I'm going to take to lectures. So then, this is a little later, but this particular day I went food shopping with my granddad. We went to Lidl and I just unpacked all of the food. Hey y'all! And then I decided to make some lunch. So I made a vegetable lasagna, but it's not really a lasagna, it's just using lasagna pasta sheets. This is my very strange looking lasagna. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just write a list of all of the foods that I want to have in when I'm at university. This is something I did last year, but I was a bit kind of over the top with it. The list was very long, and I don't think it has to be that long. So I'm using the app Out of Milk, which is really good. It's a really great way to track foods that you have in. So you basically have your pantry list and your shopping list, and then when you run out of something in your pantry, and it puts it straight on your shopping list. So the next thing I wanted to write out was just some goals. Particularly these were security goals, so I basically just came up with a list of a few things that I was definitely going to do to make sure that I stayed safe. So, you know, not walking back alone at night. And then the next thing I did was make my packing list. So I decided to actually go with a different format to the one that I made last year. This one is digitalized, and I just use Google Sheets to separate out each of the different sections. So I had clothes, kitchenware, homeware, decoration. This was so great because then I could just highlight in yellow the things when I packed them, put them in red if I couldn't find them, etc. So then this next thing I was doing was just some planning for my room, so I thought about where things would go. And then I just went downstairs and quickly unstacked the dishwasher. And I also decided to tidy the table because it was really messy, and I'd also bought some flowers for the kitchen table whilst I was out, so I put these up. And then I went outside with the dogs. This is something I really miss when I'm at university, so I made such a huge effort to do this every day, a few times. So I really love the countryside. I love trees, I love greenery, I love nature, and that's actually one of the things I love most about Exeter, because it does actually have the highest proportion of students to trees out of any university in the UK, which is my favourite fact about the university. I love that when you walk around campus, it is green and there are trees, and that 10 minutes away you can go on these beautiful walks which seem like they're in the middle of nowhere. So the cool thing about running ducks is, as the name suggests, they run as a pack. So when they move, you'll always see them moving together. Okay, so I've now just got something to do for Harry Potter Society next year because I'm the vice president of the society, which is very cool. Basically just for the freshers, got a scavenger hunt lined up, which is really exciting, and I'm just going to write up some questions to do with my location, like trivia questions for the hunt. Okay, so here I was just coming up with some trivia questions for the Harry Potter Society pub quiz night, which is I'm really looking forward to. And I just came up with about 30 questions, really difficult questions for the pub quiz. I'm going to register for the new year of university. This is something you've got to do at the beginning of every new year, and I haven't done it yet. It went live 5 days ago and I've got till next month. They say it takes about half an hour, so I'm gonna sit down and get that done. Okay, I am going to make a start on packing, and I actually found this old hamper. So one thing I like to do before going back to university is just go through my wardrobe and declutter. Well, I don't bring all of my clothes with me when I go to university, I just bring my favourite things, and making that list of items which I want to bring highlights to me that I don't actually really love everything in my wardrobe, so it's a good incentive just to go through and get rid of some stuff. Good morning. So then I had to get started with properly packing. So here I was packing up my kitchenware, and because I had it on the carpet, I will of course be washing this when I get to university. And this was really good fun to do. And then after that, in the afternoon, I went round to my friend Natasha's, and her cat Tommy is the cutest thing, so I had to include this clip. Yeah. And look at that, surprise, surprise, I'm back outside with the dogs. And when I got back inside, I just decided to do some washing up, empty the dishwasher again. And also tidy my room. And while it's a really good idea to tidy your room like quite thoroughly before going to university, because I found a few bits that I had marked in red on my packing list, and I could just put this straight in my box to bring with me. And then next I went through my toiletries and just decided which bits I was going to bring to university. And then here I was planning for something which was happening in my first week at university, because I'm doing a school visit, which is really cool. I'm really looking forward to it, and I was just doing some planning for that. So this is something I obviously wanted to get done before I left, because Freshers Week is going to be quite busy, and I didn't want to have that hanging over me. So then here I was packing clothes, and I just put all of my thick jumpers in a laundry bag with my bedding, because they don't really need to be folded and they take up a lot of room in cases. So I then just did some quick ironing. I ironed this pair of pyjamas and a shirt. These pyjamas get crinkled so easily, and I hate wearing them when they're crinkled. Most things I think are okay when they're crinkled, but these just crease so much that they're uncomfortable to wear. This is so much better. So then after that, I just tried to find some affordable bedding sets. And then I just did some research into societies to see which ones I wanted to join this year. So I pretty much knew which societies I wanted to join, but I just went through the Exeter website where they list all of the societies. At Exeter, there are actually 250 societies to choose from, and I narrowed that down to about 10-15, which I've shortlisted, and then I will decide for certain during Freshers Week. But one society that I'm really excited about joining, and which I know I'm going to join, is Surf Society, because I really like surfing. I've been doing it since I was 3, and this is a great way to actually make sure that I keep on practicing it because I love it so much. And then here I was buying some prizes for the Harry Potter Society pub quiz, which I was telling you about before. So the winners get a prize. So I went through Etsy and Amazon and ordered a few unique gifts. I really hope that they like them. So there we go. That is everything that I was doing to prepare for university over the last few days. I hope that you enjoyed this video.